Today on the bench is Kraton Day. It's the good stuff. Hello everyone, welcome back. Yeah, today is Kraton Day, so we're gonna try two different methods of putting a roof protection on here. Fortunately, this one isn't too bad. This one here really got scraped up. So I have two ways of doing this. Two different methods. One, I have product here by Garage Life. What is it? Yeah, Garage Life RC. Ooh, pretty. So that is for the 4S. I decided to get red, maybe just add a little color to the roof. This one, maybe I made it too complicated for myself, but I went and got a cage for the 8S Outcast, actually. So I won't need this, but I have an Outcast, so I got an extra piece if somehow I ever need that. So my plan is to cut this off right here, and then of course I'll have an extra roll cage. But what I'm going to do is just cut this off, and then I'm going to put the roof pieces. Now look at the way that this is designed to like snap into place. I think this is just going to be a stronger design. That's the reason I did this. And then I was talking to our friend Tug Hill RC, and he was telling me about a company that makes these roof skids, and I was like, oh wait a minute, Garage Life RC. I really like small companies. I'm not affiliated with them anyway, but they give a military discount and they don't have tax on stuff you buy. So the problem with this system I see is just that it's on here and it's only held on with the screws. So it's kind of going to be, this is going to be a long-term thing to see which way holds up. Will this actually just hold up with the little screw holes being in there? Or is this going to be, I already know like this is going to work. We already know because this is already on the cars. So, and then I got the screw. So the mount, this whole thing was one kit. It actually came with the roof rails, and then you have to, or I guess you don't have to, but I bought the screws that fit in there. So let's start with this one. We'll get the Garage Life mounted, and then we'll move on to the more difficult 6S deal. So through a little trial and error, I found a 1/8 bit is kind of the easiest. You can use the 7/64. You're going to have to push the screw in just a little bit. So what I put it on here, I got the center bolt in. That way it makes it easy. That way now I can pivot this like left and right if I need to, like make any adjustments. So make sure it's centered here like that. So make sure it's how I want it. Yeah, that's gonna work. Now just gonna drill through here. Now we'll go ahead and put our screws in. All right. So I'm providing my own washers because this seems a little thin. I don't know, maybe it'll be okay. I'm just afraid that these things are going to grab something and just want to pull through the body. I really need smaller washers, but man, you know it's bad. Try to make content, try to make stuff useful for people, and I get like one guy, the video I did with the center diff on this thing, wants to go on and on about correcting me and doesn't even know what he's friggin' talking about. Said that I was complaining about the center diff. Now other manufacturers have diff issues, this, that, and the next thing. Well, I'm like, you know, if you would have watched the video, I even made a comment about how it was just like my sledge. The Traxxas sledge that when they first came out had a center diff issue with them being dry. It doesn't matter. I don't play favorites. If there's something there that I think my viewers need to know before they make a purchase, then I will do that. Oh, you know what? These are lock washers. I think they need to, or lock nuts. So maybe I need to make sure these things are tight enough to where the bolt is there so it locks. And the washers make it just a little bit hard, I think. So, but yeah, he said first that it was bad that the motor bearings or the engine bearings had sand in them. Like, there's no engine, man. It's not a gas powered car, man. This right here is called a motor. It's a motor, and these bearings were not in the motor. Want to get your terms correct. And then he said I should buy ceramic with a better gasket. Well, that's not a gasket. That's called a rubber seal. It's called a seal. So if you want to come on to my channel and correct me, at least use the right words. And you know, I hate that shit. Like, you report something and somebody's got to go on about it's complaining. Complaining is, man, it's too hot outside. It's too cold outside. That's complaining. The center differential being low on fluid is a fact. And then he said, I'm crying about like 5 grams. This is the tube that they sent me. 30 milliliters. We used almost the whole thing here. See, there's a big air pocket there. It's way more than 5 grams there, buddy. It's more than 5 grams. Jeez, man, you know, just try to make content so people are informed about stuff. If I see something, I report it. I'm like, what are you gonna say? I'm complaining that the this doesn't have roof rails. Well, that might be a complaint, and I think maybe it's a valid one. You know, these bodies are not cheap. You want to mess yours up? I mean, well, here. I guess I'm gonna complain again. Look, we got some rubbing right there on the body. So see, the problem is then it takes the panel. So I guess we're gonna have to might just put some tape on there for now. Or I don't know if I should put the, what is it rubbing on? So why do I bring up about the comments? You know, it's just we've lost some pretty good channels. I remember, yeah, Outsourced RC, that was his name. He used to make content, and I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of disappeared. And he was actually pretty large for a RC car channel out there. You know, I think he had 30 or 60,000 subscribers, and he just walked away one day, just never to make another video. I mean, yeah, sometimes life gets in the way too. That can definitely happen, and I understand that completely. But sometimes just dealing with the masses gets to be a bit much. People just feel the urge to get on there and just start hammering away about nonsense. It's like, I could tell you're an Arrma fanboy because you're just getting so upset that I mentioned something being off. Wow. Saying I'm complaining. Well, wouldn't you complain too if you spent $500 or so on a vehicle and it wasn't ready to go? So like I might have mentioned before, I don't know, but he was mentioning that other companies do this, that, and the next thing. I mean, what do you want me to do on every video? Be like, oh, hey, this doesn't have roof rails, but neither does my Kyosho Mad Van. You want me to mention every friggin' vehicle that doesn't have damn roof rails too? It's not about that. If I'm making a video on this Outcast, I'm talking about this Outcast. I'm not going on about other cars. Jeez. We make a review video, stick to the topic, man. Stick to the topic. Anyways, thank you guys for letting me blow off a little steam. I mean, I get it, man. You know, maybe some people want a little voice heard. I had one guy too going off on me, telling me that I was wrong for putting tape on this one in the gearbox, telling me that that I shouldn't do that because I'm gonna get dirt in the gearbox and it's gonna get into everything. It's gonna blow up the motor. He blew up 2 motors. So I don't even know how, even if sand's in the gearbox, how it's getting in the motor, because the motor's bolted to the outside and there's only a small hole where the shaft comes through for the pinion. I mean, plus I guess he missed the whole point of the video, was sand got in the damn gearbox twice with 1 run. So I'm going to do a follow-up video. I'm actually going to do that because this one here, see, I put tape in here to keep the dirt from getting into here. And if you look, it's properly dirty. The last video I did with this thing, I bounced it off a Jeep. And so I've run it, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to run it again and get it properly dirty. Because somehow people think like dirt is seeping into this opening or something over here. I don't know. But somehow, and I've heard this before from some people saying that they drilled holes in the chassis to let stuff fall. I don't know. I don't know the problem there with that, to be honest. Right now, actually, this works good because I can see right where that body mount hits, and I can easily go here to the outside of it. Yep, that should work. That should work. That way when I put this on, that mount that's in here won't hit. Okay. All right. So let's wow, look at how tore up. It's still getting, damn. Might have to shoe glue that thing or put something. Wow. Well, it prevented this side from bulging, but this side here still. And we'll just double up on this stuff then. Oh no, he's complaining again. He's complaining. Yeah, you know what? I don't give a shit. I can complain if I want to. It's my money. I buy these damn things, man. No, I'm not sponsored. And sorry if I don't want to spend, you know, damn like $600 on something and have that happening. You know, there's no reason for that. You know, you got like $80-100 for these damn bodies. And this is a reoccurring thing with the Arrma stuff. And I know, oh god, the fanboys are gonna get hurt there. But, just the way Arrma does those front shocks, those pivot points, it leads to everyone like that having that same problem. All right, so now what I need is the big drill, because we need to make these holes that big so these pieces will come through. Oh boy. I'll be back. I gotta go cut these. Look at that. Got a extra roll cage now. But you know what made easy work of that? Being a homeowner, I got tools for doing home stuff. Man, PVC pipe cutter. That thing just wrapped around that thing nicely, and heck yeah. So I will say, I think this isn't equally spaced. It seems like it fit better going one way than the other. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Right. Man, guy gotta try to tell me how to run my channel. Don't know the difference between a gasket and a seal. Jeez. Doesn't know the difference between a motor and an engine. Not perfect. Man, I got a little bit too far over, but let's see. Hopefully this will snap in. The last one I had to kind of make some... I think it's easier if you go here on the top and then try to... try to line it up. See, I'm having that same problem again. Two holes line up pretty good. Let's try it this way. See, these two holes line up good. This front one doesn't really. So we'll just expand it a little bit. Jeez. Yeah, this is definitely the harder way to go about it, I would say. But I didn't even think about a company making this aftermarket. I was just thinking, see, look at that. Now we got that. Pops in there just fine, so we're going to carry it over the same way. I didn't even think about any companies like actually making aftermarket roof rails. I don't know why I didn't think about it until Tug says something. So I think, given the choice, I would much rather do that route because it's way easier than this. This is probably going to be stronger. This will probably outlast everything. And then you're adding a lot of rigidity, I think, to this. See how that comes through like that, and then we just snap that on there like so. Oh yeah. I tell you, it's hard. I think the end result, this kind of maybe looks a little better. We'll put them both side by side here. And guys, I am so far behind on my workbench stuff, so I want to make this, you know, its own video. Just if people are interested in doing these roof mods on their Arrma stuff. And then I got the Kraton 8S back there. I got the parts. I got to fix that. I got to get that back on the road. I'm going to go take that one out. Oh, what else do I got going on? Oh, I got to put a new ESC in the 4S because the button came out. There, I'm complaining again. Other manufacturers' buttons. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to. Just can't let one person friggin' ruin the whole. Sorry about that. It's just kind of funny and moronic. But I do greatly appreciate those that support the channel in very positive ways. You know, we don't have to agree on everything, but there's a way to go about it. If you don't like Traxxas or something like that, you don't like Traxxas. That's fine. You don't have to like it. If you don't like Arrma, you don't have to like it. I'm impartial. I like them all, really. I have fun with anything. So, let's see. Final verdict. Which one do you guys like better? So there you have it. At the end of the day, which do I prefer? It's hard to say. This was easier. I feel this is going to be stronger, but this was easier. It also adds a little color to the vehicle. I don't know. This is maybe just a little bit tall. This is kind of nice and slicker, but you're going to end up grinding down your screws on this. But, you know, will the screws hold up on this versus where you have this whole skeleton system on here? Only time's gonna tell. I'll put the price up here, what the Garage Life RC costs versus what it cost me to buy that whole skeleton. You probably could have maybe found something cheaper. I don't know. I had the 8S Outcast, and I fit this up against the roof, and I was like, hey, the roof rails are the same size, so I knew it would work. That's why I went that route. You know, it's nice that the 8S already comes with this stuff, so I don't know why they don't work it down. I don't understand their reasoning, but you know, to be fair, let's throw this out there, because Traxxas, the X-Max, why doesn't it come with the roof guard? Flagship vehicle, right? The XRT comes with it, but the X-Max doesn't. Makes no sense. So I mean, every company has their glitches. We're not even, but you know, we're focusing on this. We're focusing on our, because it's what we're working on, but we'll throw that in there because it might appease somebody. So I don't know which one I would do again. I kind of like the color on this one, but I feel like this can be stronger. Like I said, time will tell. After we hit this thing a few times, we'll see if it doesn't come through. I do think Garage Life RC should maybe put some little washers in here. I think those bolts are maybe a little small. Could be wrong. I don't know. They've been doing this a while. I'm pretty sure they've tested their stuff, but this is a good company. I bought their front bumper mount for the 8S Outcast. I've had that on there as well, and it's done exceptionally well. The factory one broke, man, my first time out. So, all right, well, I hope you found this informative, entertaining, whatever. I hope you got some good information on this. So if you want to do this yourself, kind of give you an idea, 2 different methods on how to do the roof rails. And this isn't just on the Kraton. You could do this on any of the smaller, any vehicle out there if you want to adapt this to. I mean, it's just drill some holes and go on there. You just have to make sure that the pieces are the right length. So, all right, appreciate the support. Thank you for letting me rant a little bit. I had to get that steam out of there. I was going to save it. I actually have a brand new RC that nobody's seen yet. I need to go run, but it's been raining, and I'm not one to get my stuff all muddy. Even though I know it'll handle it, I just don't want the cleanup, and I want it to look good. You know, it's for the the review and stuff like that. So I got another car. Can't wait to take that out. I got to get the 8S Outcast on the bench. Man, I just got a lot of stuff. I'm behind on my work up here. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me ramble. Take care. Hope to see you on the next one.